Hey y'all, thank you for viewing our channel again. So if you're a cream of wheat lover like me and you would like to get some new tasting flavor of cream of wheat, join me today. Okay, so now in my pot on like a medium high, I guess, I'm going to put 1 bottle of water. I'm going to start off with 1 bottle of water. What you're going to need in this cream of wheat, it's some cane sugar or some brown sugar. I'm going to be using ginger and turmeric and also cinnamon stick and a little bit of nutmeg. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to let this come to a boil. Once we let that come to a boil, we're going to add our turmeric and ginger and cinnamon in there so that it can give the water some flavoring. Okay, so give us one moment and we're going to let it come to a boil. Okay, so really quick, one thing I want to show you guys when you guys are looking at the ginger, right? The ginger, when you crack it, you see that yellow, how yellow that is on the inside? There you go. You see how yellow that is when you break it apart? That's how you know that the ginger is nice and strong. This ginger is not bigger than my finger, so you want to get the ones that is really strong and potent. And the turmeric that I have here is nice and orange on the inside. Now this does stain, so you want to be careful with this. You don't want to play with it too much because then your hands would turn yellow or orange, right? So another really quick tip, I'm using cinnamon sticks. Now the cinnamon sticks that you get from the Caribbean that looks like this is way different than the cinnamon sticks that you get in the regular store, right? So if you see that, this is actually a tree bark, and you can see that it looks a little bit like a tree stem. So this is scraped off of a tree in the Caribbean. And then this is what I get from the store. So I'll be using this one. Just having it this far away from my nose, I can smell this. I cannot smell this. So I like using this one. So this I'm going to put in my pot. It's going to give us a nice cinnamon, strong, potent cinnamon taste. And my secret ingredient that I know everybody's going to be like, what? Is a little bit of butter. So a little bit of butter, probably about like a teaspoon. Don't forget your nutmeg. Now, normally I would grate a nutmeg in here, but right now the season is so dry and so cold that me grating a nutmeg is not happening at the moment. Because I don't want to necessarily cut my hand. But anyway, y'all, back to the food. Okay, so now that we have come to a boil, let's add our ginger. And our turmeric. Okay, y'all, so when that comes up to a good hot boil like you see right now, I'm going to add my cane sugar in now. And not too much. Not too much at all. I like to use this tool because it keeps the cream of wheat from sticking or clumping, and you want to keep that mixed and whisked. You can just mix everything together, let the sugar sweeten the water up. And here, before I put it in, I'm going to be using coconut milk. So I'm going to pour the milk in until the color of the water turns white. And then you'll see a little bit of the orange from the turmeric change the color a little bit. And you let that come to a boil. We did say we were going to add our butter, so let's keep our word on that. While that's coming to a boil, you can add your butter in. See, the water is kind of cool, it's not bubbling, so as soon as it starts bubbling, then we'll add our cream of wheat. Okay, y'all, so now that the water and the milk is nice and hot, it's smoking, you can see that smoke. I do not measure by cup, I measure by the feel of my whisk. So what I would do is I would pour it there is a consistency. Sometimes I would just pour it and count to 10, depending on how many people I'm feeding. So like this pot right here can feed me, my son, and my 2 little babies. You know, we each get I don't put this in bowls, I put this in like little teacups, and we eat from the teacup. So we each will get a little cup and eat it like that. But there's a consistency when you're whisking or mixing that you can feel when you get a little resistance in there. That's how I measure it. That's how I know I have enough cereal. So by the time that the cereal expands and cooks and gets thick and like takes up a little bit of space in the pot, I'll have enough milk, I have enough water, so I don't have to add more at the end. So you can feel the thick resistance in here. So I will normally count to like about 8 seconds to 10 seconds if you're feeding 2 to 4 people. Like I said, my little babies, they're little, they don't really eat much cereal, so me and my son will definitely get 2 full cups, teacup size of cereal. And I will be talking about this type of cup. See that? So you see how big it is? Little plug, if you have never seen this radio show on Sundays, you might want to go ahead and Sundays at 10 o'clock, find it on YouTube. That, of course, that's not my radio show, but it's what I watch. So if you haven't seen it, definitely go look. All right, y'all. So you just keep mixing. You don't have to like do it every second while it's cooking, but you do want to make sure you mix enough times that it doesn't start clumping up. And soon I will take off the fire and just let the hot milk continue cooking the rest of the way. And make sure you're getting all the corners and everything. Alright, y'all, so we are all done. I'm going to pour it in the cup, let it cool down. Right now it is piping hot, so if you want to pour it in a cup and like add a little bit more coconut milk to cool it down so you can eat it right away. But I like to just let mine sit for a bit, about 5 minutes or so, and then eat it. But we are all done, y'all, so thank you so much for coming and joining us and seeing how we make cream of wheat. And here is your consistency right now. As you guys can see, it has like that that light wood color. That's because the turmeric has changed the color of the milk. But turmeric and ginger is a must, y'all. You have to have it every day. So try to consume it whichever way you can. Enjoy. Bon appetit.